Well, on Steve Beverly's TV Classics, we got him right here from Mayfield, actually from California, but he's still in the hearts of so many people from Mayfield. Jerry Mathers, the Beaver, and of course, still on Me TV every morning and FETV, and I think that'll go on for eternity, Jerry.
Well, it's in a lot more places than that because it plays in about 60 languages all over the world. So a lot of people that live in places that didn't really know the United States think that it's all like Mayfield.
Yeah, you know, you come to think about it, and everybody tries to guess what state was Mayfield in, and you never can really zero. And even though Ward said at one time, really in 2 episodes, that he was from Shaker Heights.
Well, he may have been from Shaker Heights, but they wanted to make sure that the show's characters could be any place in the United States. So they were very, very strict about never saying, oh, it's on the West Coast, East Coast. They just didn't want people to know that.
Tell me, when here you were 9 years old, you get the role as Beaver. In your wildest imagination, could you have pictured that here we are 65 years later and it's still in the hearts of so many people?
Absolutely not. I mean, we knew it was a very good show, but, you know, it was just something. I'd been working as an actor since I was 2 years old, so I had a lot of different shows. I worked with Hitchcock, I worked with Alan Ladd, worked with all these great people. So, you know, we just thought, well, it's a nice little show and it'll be on. Okay, we'll do maybe 5, 6 years and then it'll just go away, but it never has. You know, and it plays all over the world. That's the really interesting thing, and introduces America to a lot of foreign countries.
You told me in an interview about 20 years ago that ABC really wanted to do another couple of years, but you were ready to play high school football at the point in time the series ended. Looking back on that, no regrets?
Not at all. I mean, we did that for 6 years, and, you know, it was a 39 weeks, and then we'd go out on a production thing where we'd go meet different people in different cities. We would take about 3 weeks off and go back to filming again, and I did that for 6 years. So I was just ready for a break when I could go to regular school, be with other kids. I had a private tutor, and Tony Dow, who played Wally, had his own tutor because he was in high school. I was in basically the elementary and then junior high. So it was just, you know, it was the right time to close it down, and so we did.
Let's talk about in the years succeeding after that. And I look around this room today, people have passed by your table one by one, and they love the Beav. They have always wanted to meet you, and they have this opportunity right here. What does it mean to you personally that a character you created in the 1950s still means something to people?
Well, you know, it really makes my heart feel good because it was easy, but it wasn't that easy. And it's just so wonderful that this many years later, so many people have grown up with it. They saw it when they were a kid, and they still will watch it. You know, basically we started in 1957, so it's been on the air in, I think it's 22 languages since 1957.
Before we let you go, we gotta at least acknowledge Tony Dow, who was supposed to be here at the Mid-South Nostalgia Festival, but he has contracted cancer again. He's fighting it hard. Tell us what you can about Tony right now.
You know, I honestly don't know that much about him. I know that he's a real fighter. He's basically a huge athlete. I mean, that's why he got the part of Wally. He was an AAU swimming and diving champ. So he's somebody that, you know, is, I've always thought, the best of shape of anybody. So it's just really, it's hard to believe that he could even be sick and to have something that serious. But I know he's a fighter, so I know he'll be back.
A lot of prayers are going out from people all over the country for Tony Dow. Jerry, it's been great to have you here in the Mid-South and in the Memphis area, and we look forward to seeing you again. But I can tell you, as you have heard from so many of these people coming by, we watch every morning and we'll continue to.
Well, that's a good thing, but you know, it's a great show, and I know adults watch it and then they get their kids watching it, so we've had basically 3 or 4 generations of people watching it.
Congratulations again on something that is still dear to our hearts all across the country. Jerry Mathers, the Beaver, and we'll be right back with more of Steve Beverly's TV Classics right after this.